viewers. It's a beautiful day out here in July, and I'd like to give you a quick tour of my shop. For those of you who follow me on Instagram, you know that I've just put a warning sign here. For a little more information about that, go check out Andy-in-Indy on Instagram. Let's go take a look and see what's inside the shop. Oh! Would you believe it? I can see my floor from here. Let's take a quick look around the shop here. Lots of stuff, lots of space. Over here we've got our first bench. I just put that up last week. I got that one over at Menards because they were out of the ones from Harbor Freight. I actually like the Harbor Freight ones a little bit better, but this went up very quickly. I've added a stand for my sandblasting cabinet. I don't know if I've shown that since my last videos or not. I'm gonna put a 2-bucket separator underneath there so that I can keep the dust from the sandblasting cabinet from getting out of hand. The blue Harbor Freight bench I put together at the end of May. I'm going to be working on it a little bit more, but I didn't like the lights, so I went ahead and I upgraded the lights with a larger light fixture that I got from Harbor Freight. In fact, I liked that so much, I went ahead and did that to the other bench as well when I got that put together. Over here is my storage area. You can see my materials hiding in the back there. Now, I know what you're thinking. He's committed the classic blunder. He's put all of his storage stuff in front of his materials. He'll never be able to get to it. He'll never make anything. But it's just there so that I have room in here in order to work on things like fixing the table saw. Over here, I've got my small CNC. It's a little bit buried under there, but everybody should have their own evil cutting robot to help them make things. It's sitting on top of the cart where the 3D printer is. This is my electronics bench. It's still a mess, still covered with everything, but it is defended by the valiant Max Steel robot from the 80s. It's very surprising to me to stop and realize that half of my friends are not as old as that robot. This is my table saw, the one that got caught and soaked when everything got wet. Baggins is underneath there making sure that everything is stored in the right spot. But I need to do some serious work on him. I used to call him my cutting friend, and now he is just known as Rusty. Over here, we have a blue futon. Now, this is not just to remind people that I practically live in my shop when I can, but it's also to remind me that I don't want to move any cars in here, because then I'd have to move the futon, and that would be a bad thing. So, thanks for coming and visiting me today. I hope that there's stuff here that you like. I hope that I will be making things that will be useful to people and talking about things that will be useful to the maker movement in general. I'm relieved and excited to get this working, to get the shop working again. My next video should be about making a project cart based on something that Bob Blanford posted on RJB Woodturner, and I hope to be able to use that to keep my workbenches a little bit cleaner than the way that they've been kept right now. So until then, keep making so the world becomes a better place. Peace out.
Build a robots. Build a robots. Build a robots. Build a robots.